Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade Classic, and our Tauren Warrior playthrough. I went ahead and got the flight point for Camp Mojave yesterday. I also turned in a bunch of quests that we had outstanding. We had a bunch of outstanding completed quests. A lot of them were for dungeon runs and things that we did in different zones, so I got all that stuff turned in. We hit level 48, and then some. So yeah, now our quest log is basically empty. I trained as well, and we essentially got a new rank of every spell that we use regularly. So probably see quite a power spike in a lot of our abilities. Yeah, I'm excited to be starting off here in Camp Mojave today. Feralas is not a zone that I've done any horde questing in anytime recently. So the last time I would have quested here probably would have been back in actual vanilla. And at that time I definitely was not reading any of the quest. I was probably just following a friend around and doing whatever they were doing. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. Let me check and make sure that I have set my Hearthstone. No, we did not set the Hearthstone when I was here. So first order of business is to do that before I pick up any quest. But yeah, this should be a good time. New zone. We're going to bounce between here and Tannerus, which is great because they're really close to each other. So, but we're going to kick things off here today. And we'll just go around and start grabbing some of the quests. We'll grab the ones that are at level. I'm not going to grab like level 51 quest for Sangha Temple. A strange request. Nero Fireblade and Orgrimmar has what I need to get started here. He has mixed up a concoction that I need for my... well, you'll see. Off with you now to Orgrimmar. Here, take this with you. It's a shrunken head that I promised Nero in exchange for the herbs. It's the head of some poor dwarf I ventured across in the forest. I'm sure Nero will be pleased. Okay, that's like a weird little breadcrumb taking us to Orgrimmar, but I will follow up on that sometime off recording. Let's look inside the tent here.
I've been expecting you.
The mark of quality. I take pride in my leatherwork and I feel it shows. Quality should never be compromised. Anyone who says that quality doesn't matter would also have you believe the earth does not keep secrets. In my latest pursuit of high quality materials, I've discovered thick Yeti hides. Yetis are native to Feralas, often found west of here in the Feral Scar. I'll give you a choice of one of my leather goods for a stack of 10.
Walk with the earth, mother.
Alright, some Yeti hides. We're ignoring you for now.
Peace, friend.
Yeah, let's let's be smart here. Let's be smart here, Robert, and actually sell some of your stuff. Because we definitely don't want to walk out into the world with full bags. That would be quite embarrassing. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Let's move some of our stuff around a bit. Alright, that should do. Where am I seeing this other quest? You have a quest, War on the Woodpaw, but after hitting level 48, this kind of went gray, but I think we're still going to do it. The gnolls. They're more than a nuisance. They are a constant threat to the existence of this very camp. It is irrelevant whether they are indigenous to Fairless or not. If we do not strengthen our resolve against them, we will find ourselves driven out of the entire region. The gnoll attacks against the camp have become more fevered as of late. We need your aid in thinning their numbers. Bring me 10 of their mains, and I will reward you handsomely for your efforts. Okay, good. Got some basic collection quests, some basic kill quests. What else do we have going on? Level 43 quest over here from a goblin.
What's up?
I just arrived here in Fairless, and I've heard that the Gorduni ogres that inhabit the wilds here have some interesting minerals. Who knows what they are used for, but they sure are protective of that stuff. They don't leave it just lying around. No, they bury it to protect folks like me from getting their hands on it. If you'd be willing, I'll give you my shovel. Go to the Gorduni outpost north of here and dig me up some Gorduni cobalt. Look for the blue glow, then start digging. That's interesting. I've never seen a quest quite like that. What else?
Well met.
Somebody, like, on the road here has a quest that we can pick up. I'm just not sure where or who they are. Unless they're, like, dead under the bridge at the bottom of the river, I don't really have any other ideas.
Hail.
Let's see. What is what here? The strength of corruption is a little bit too high level. Dark Heart. Adana Haytalon is the queen of the North Spring Harpies that reside in the ruins to the west. She is pure evil. I have heard that her heart is one of crystal. She is void of any emotion aside from the hate she feels towards all others. You must face Edna and bring me back her dark heart. I have heard of a horn that Harpies carry. Blowing it by the Haytalon stones in the northern part of the ruins will summon the queen. Imagine her surprise when it is not her kin calling her, but her death.
Ancestors watching.
So we have to fight them for the horn and then blow the horn? And vengeance on the North Spring. In my day I was a seasoned hunter. There wasn't any creature around that I feared, until I was out in the forest sharpening my blade after a tough battle. When I was ambushed, Harpies surrounded me and I barely managed to drag myself to safety. Even now I can still hear their cries echoing. I was never the same after that, but the hate boils inside of me. I must get even after all these years. The North Spring Harpies can be found to the west of here. Get my revenge.
Go in peace.
Is it revenge if you don't do it yourself? I mean, I don't know. You don't have a quest, you don't have a quest. Yeah, there's like something going on. You have
What brings you here?
one quest, but it's marking you for 2 still.
Loktar.
Well met, warrior. I've traveled with my companions down to Feralas on a mission for our Orgrimmar masters. My life mate Corin finds great pleasure in new clothing, so I aim to make her a new cloak adorned with the gossamer wings of fairy dragons. Would you be able to help me? Sprite darters with gorgeous wings I want are west of Camp Mohage.
Strength.
Okay, cool. I would really love to find whatever this quest is here. The Ogres of Fairless. Kill 10 Gorduni Ogres. We need this quest because we're going to be facing off against Orduni Ogres. And I'd like to be able to do the quests while we're doing that. But yeah, I have no idea which one of these guys might have it. It seems like it's somebody who's pathing around. And I'm trying to like hover over all these people. And I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, it's really weird. Unless they can path like all the way out here. Well, that's pretty annoying. I'm gonna run up and down the road here a little bit. We'll head out this way and see if there's an NPC. We'll head back down the road the other way and see if there's an NPC. I would really love to get the quest. I don't really know why it's presenting a quest to us that doesn't actually exist. A little bit confused about that. Rock or Han. Maybe if I can, like, can I target this thing? This rock or on? No, I can't. Well, yeah, your guys' guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. I thought I had seen somebody pathing back and forth with a quest when we first got here. But yeah, now, not so much. Okay, here they are. Is this them right here? Yes. Okay, great. You're just hanging out here. The effects of the Gorduni Ogre tribe can hardly go unnoticed in this area. Look around. Their very presence scars the land. We must push them back before they expand even further into Feralas. Follow the river north and you will find their outpost. Decrease their numbers, we must show them their kind is not wanted here. Okay, cool. Great, great, great. Let's see. We can come over here and do darter wings. And then we could start, we can either start in the south or start in the north. I guess it really doesn't matter. We've got stuff to do all over the place. Let's just come down here and see what we can see. Again, all these quests are new to me. Haven't taken a Horde character through Feralas in memory, so should be interesting. See what kind of trouble we can get into. Oh, for our talent point, I went ahead and I spent another point in Improved Mortal Strike. We're obviously just working to the bottom of the tree at this point. Oh, some of these drop more than one. That's cool. Got some Grim Totem Druids out here that we don't have a quest for yet, so I don't really think we have to fight them, although this guy's kind of in our way, so we may just kill him to clear the path here. Well, that was really quick. Let's come down here to the south. We need 10 Woodpaw Knoll Mains. Let's go see what's going on with this one. After that, we'll come back to the north, I think. Although we could just head all the way out. We could go all the way out and just get all this done. I want to do everything before we head back. Bag space permitting, that is. I like how even the gnolls we're fighting are getting larger and larger as we progress through the leveling curve. They're basically the same size as a Tauren at this point. Can we go in here and disrupt some stuff? Let's go ahead and use retaliation here. Oh, that guy took off like a bat out of hell. Yeah, he wasn't gonna come back. Let's get some hamstring on these guys. Getting some benefits here from second wind, so I really do like that. I like having the option of taking on the camps of 3. I don't think we need retaliation to do it. We don't really need any AoE to do it. We have such high single target that we can just crush them out of existence one enemy at a time. I always get asked why I don't like do more AoE. Why don't you cleave? Why don't you do this? And the reason is I just prefer to single target stuff down. We could deal like an equal amount of damage to all 3 things at once, and then they could all stay alive, dealing damage to us the entire time, or we can kill one at a time, decreasing the amount of damage that we're taking throughout the course of the fight. So it's a trade-off. It's probably like zero-sum. It probably balances out no matter which way you do it. And if it doesn't completely balance out, it's probably pretty darn close. So to me, opting for single target is just a preference. And as I always say, everyone is entitled to have their opinion about how to play a video game. You're just not entitled to have your opinion be correct and applied to other people. So as long as we all keep that in mind, everything is good. My favorite comment is when people tell me that we shouldn't be tanking as arms spec, that we should be prot spec when we're tanking, because you can't tank as arms spec. And then I want to point to all the very fun, very successful runs we've had on multiple tanks as DPS spec, and just kind of say, well, you are absolutely wrong, but you're entitled to have an opinion. You're just wrong. Your opinion's wrong. Somebody did mention Blade Flurry, but do I have Blade Flurry yet? I don't think that I do. If I had Blade Flurry, I would certainly pop it from time to time. I just don't have it yet. Yeah, we don't have it. And I'm fully trained, so, you know, as of level 48, I don't have Blade Flurry. Is Blade Flurry not something we pick up from, like, a talent? Oh, it's sweeping strikes. Yeah, guys, I don't have sweeping strikes. A few of you guys have also been like, hey, sweeping strikes. You should be using sweeping strikes. We're arm spec. We don't have sweeping strikes. So yeah, if I had sweeping strikes, no doubt I would use it. It'd be really easy just to press it, hit the additional target. Yeah, we don't have it, so that's why I'm not using it. That's a pretty good answer. For once, it wasn't something that I just missed or overlooked. We just don't get it as arm spec. And then the other advice I get a lot is that I should use Berserker Stance more. Again, I think this is just a matter of opinion. There are some other abilities we can use in Berserker Stance. We could use Whirlwind. That's pretty much it. We can use Pummel. So we could do that. I prefer not to. I don't like taking the additional damage. That's just kind of how I feel about it. Is that I don't like taking the additional damage. I want to kind of keep these... Yeah, that's already there. Okay, perfect. Like, we could play around with it. I think it would require some more stance dancing, though. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd almost rather just keep doing what I'm doing. I prefer being in battle stance and just not taking the additional damage. To me, it's not really worth it for the crit and just the ability to use Whirlwind a little bit. When we want to get interrupts, it'd be cool to be able to stance dance out and just hit Pummel, but I'm not too worried about it. We got the Ancient Chess Piece of Nature's Wrath. Well, that's just mail armor with plus 27 nature spell damage. What I want to do is get some potions going. That'd be really great. There we go. And yeah, that's all we need from this one. Let's just keep heading out to the west. And we will take on some Gordani brutes. Oh, we have stuff all the way up here. That's a little bit of a higher level. Maybe we'll hold off on going up here until we see if maybe we get some other quests that take us that way. And then we can kind of pair them up together. Because yeah, that's a long way to go for... Well, it's 2 different quests. So it'll definitely be worth it at some point. I just think we wait and see if we get any other stuff that's going to take us out that way. I would love to get some map reveals going. So we need brutes, mages, and ogres. Oh, we can get these guys to the north over here. Okay. Well, that's interesting and changes things a little bit. Maybe we'll hold off on ogre hunting then, and we will... Let's go over here and focus on getting the Yeti that we need. And it looks like we can find all the types of ogres up in the north, which is good. Because apparently there aren't any down here. That's really good to know. This will also, I think, be the first time in Fairless on any faction that I've been using Questie, so should have a more relaxing, easier time of things. I remember trying to farm different types of ogres down here for the Alliance, and just, there were never hardly any. And it was pretty frustrating. And now come to find out that maybe they were all hiding up here north of Camp Mojave the entire time. I'm saying this wrong, Camp Mojave, like, I don't know. I keep calling it Camp Mojave with a V, even though that there's no V in it at all. Okay, Yetis. Yetis. Hi there, Yetis. There's some kind of escort quest for like a robot chicken or something back in this cave that we're not going to do because escort quests out here are really, really annoying. Escort quests in Classic in general are just pretty annoying, but I remember this one being particularly so. That being said, we might have to go into the cave to fight more Yeti. That may be a thing we have to do. Yeah, here we are. Someone is currently escorting said robot chicken, in case you thought I was full of it. It is a robot chicken, and the fact that they're coming out of here means that they've probably killed every single Yeti, and that's going to make life a little bit more difficult for us. Yeah. Not really great. We can skin a little bit. You wish we could get the hides, you know, from skinning them, because that would make sense. I'm not going to steal his skins, he might want them. There we go, there's 1 out of 10. He's not skinning his kills, so that's fine. We will, he just vanished into midair. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, he went stealth, okay. Thought he, like, logged out mid-jump. We're in combat with him, which is annoying because we absolutely shouldn't be. There's zero reason for us to be, but we were anyway. He didn't even give us a Mark of the Wild or anything that would have put us in combat with him. Oh, wait. Are we getting some of the thick Yeti hide from skinning them? Is that actually happening? Because I'm pretty sure that it just happened. That would be amazing. Might be a good time to go ahead and use some bandages here. Just get some of our health back. This cave is expansive and seems to go on and on and on. At what point do we turn around and rely on getting respawns? Maybe once we've hit like 7 or 8 items, we can turn it around? Yeah, we are getting some of them from skinning. Okay, that's actually really, really cool. Well, we did hit the back of this. I don't really want to jump down here. I mean, we could. I mean, we're going to because of all the skins laying on the ground, right? How could we not? I swear I'm going to get on that bank alt today. I'm going to post about 1,000,000 stacks of thick leather and heavy leather, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to get a ton of gold. At least that's the dream, right? I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hearth out of here. Once we complete this, we'll just hearth out. That might be the way out. Here, we're definitely going to go that way. We need 2 more hides. And we're definitely getting some respawns up front here. Got some respawns happening here just in time. And there we go. Yeah, I think it's okay for us to go ahead and hearth back. It's not a huge run, but it will save us some time. We'll turn everything in, and then we will focus on the stuff that's happening north of town.
Greetings.
Yeah, there's no way we're gonna need any of this stuff. Improved quality. I have a lead on an even better source of hides, if that's even possible to believe. In the northern parts of Feralas, deep within the Rage Scar hold, are another throng of Yeti. They're much tougher than the ones you dealt with before, so if you're up for a bigger challenge, you'd best be on your toes. 10 Rage Scar Yeti hides.
We shall meet.
Okay, yeah, sure. No problem. Looks like that is happening up here. So yeah, see, another thing that's going to take us into this northern section that we can kind of wait to go over there.
Peace, friend.
Alpha Strike. The plan is for various leaders of the Gnolls, Alphas as they call themselves, to be taken down with rapid succession. If we're able to execute this sort of swift and precise devastation against them, it would cause chaos in their ranks. Perhaps it would also drive a message through their thick, flea-bitten heads that we can and will destroy them. I want you to be the messenger of my will. Eliminate 5 of the Alphas within 1 hour. That's going to be a timed quest.
Be careful.
We are going to hold off on that for the time being.
So.
A grim discovery. What, you came across Tauren in the area? You're joking. What did they look like? The Grim Totem clan. You found some of them? Belgrom, one of our masters, has an interest in their kind. He's even put a bounty on them. You have to go back, warrior. Go back and bring me their horns. Piles of them if you can. The Grim Totem are not to be trifled with or underestimated. Go back and slay them. Let the rivers in Feralas run red with their dark blood. It's unnecessarily graphic, I think, but okay. Yeah, so we can do that. Should we also just go ahead and take this guy's quest to do the hour to get the alphas? We might as well do it and get it out of the way in case it changes into anything else.
Hail. Ancestors watch over you.
Yeah, it does in fact time us. Okay, where is this happening exactly? Oh, really close. Yeah, it's really close by. So definitely no problem just to come down here south of the road and take care of this now. I have this feeling that the challenging part of this quest is supposed to be that every time we find an alpha, they are going to be grouped up with a bunch of other guys. Luckily, that's not really going to be too much of a problem for us. That being said, I would like to go in on this at full health and not with health missing. I don't really want the Mystic involved. We already got one. I think I'm gonna get all four. Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, good. Alright, so far so good. We are going to have to head back to the west a little bit if we want to find any more of these guys. Let's also go ahead and create some Mage Weave bandages. Probably about time for us to learn Heavy Mage Weave. I'm not sure where we do that at. Maybe that's the one that we have to go to Hammerfall and do a little surgery quest. Not 100%. Also, like, yeah, just learning the next rank in general would be good so we would actually get some skill ups. No healing for you. Surprisingly, we managed to pull this one all by himself. That was an enormous crit, and well-timed. Although I think with Mortal Strike on him, even if he were to heal, it wouldn't heal for a lot, because remember, Mortal Strike reduces how much they can heal for, or the effectiveness of their heals on the target that has Mortal Strike. Yeah, by 50%, so yeah, even if these guys get a heal off, it's not going to be very significant. Yeah, we got him on his own too. And yeah, that is that. Let's get ourselves up out of here. And I guess we need to look for a way to get back up to the road. We might need to actually circle back here and take the pathway that we can see, because there might not be another easy way up. Yeah, let's do that. This is a timed quest. Let's just run back really quick and get this one turned in. You know what? No, we have 50 minutes. We don't have to do that. We can do the Grim Totem Horns first. We're not gonna waste 50 minutes out here doing this. So yeah, we're gonna do Grim Totem Horns, and then we'll go turn them both in. I'm assuming we might be able to get more than 1 horn per Grim Totem, potentially up to 2 horns per Grim Totem. But we'll see. Or 0. We could get 0 horns per Grim Totem. That could work. Yeah, I mean, she's gonna get the healing wave off, but look, it doesn't help very much, does it? Some of them can drop too. We're coming into some difficult and stupid terrain. Kind of wish we could just run right up this. Yeah, seriously, we can't climb up this at all. Where can we, there we go. Yeah, there's like a 2-foot area where we can actually climb up it. That just seems like it's intended to be annoying. Okay, there's the net, but are you going to actually try to run away? You did try, but the net was gone by then. Now, normally I'd be a little worried about how crowded this little area is, but yeah, we have a few levels on these guys, so we don't have to worry quite as much. We missed the execute. That could have been a well-timed timed execute there, but we did miss. Get a little bandage in here to get our health back. I think that's about all we're going to find heading to the west, so yeah, let's head back the other direction here. Well, we have thoroughly cleared out the area. We do need one more horn. Here we go. And yeah, that's that. So far the questing here has been really smooth. Were these quests that were added mainly in TBC, or did all of these quests exist in vanilla? Because their smoothness kind of indicates to me that these were added later. And even the way that there was a bunch of stuff we could pick up all at the same time and do all at once kind of reminds me of how they would do quests more in Burning Crusade. There's the Alpha Strike. Woodpaw Investigation. Gnolls aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, but they will no doubt have some sort of documented strategy of their recent activity. If we were to find those plans, then we'd have a clearer idea of what is making them so worked up. I want you to head back to the Woodpaw and find anything that might resemble their battle plans. They have to have something. Their attacks have been too coordinated to be done without them.
Be careful.
Really? Battle plans now? Oh, it's just, there's a turn-in down here to do. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm kind of tempted just to go get that done.
Strength and honor.
Ah, so I did mention a bounty, didn't I? Well, that'll teach me to open my mouth, won't it? You did great work. So I suppose it's only right you reap the greatest rewards from it. Take the horns, I'll have them put in a crate for you. Find Belgron Rockmole in the Valley of Honor. He'll want to know what you saw and he'll reward you for your hard work. He won't reward me enough for me to do that right now. So we're gonna hold off on that one. I'd like to wrap up the Woodpaw stuff, so I think I'm gonna run out really quick and do this one. Of course, it's leading us right into the most populated camp here. Can I peel just the alpha out and then take the rest out together? Yes, okay. So we'll kill the alpha and then we'll go in on the shaman, and then the other two we should be able to take separately. We might not even need to take those two out to click on the thing, so we'll see. It's close, but yeah, I think we got it. Examining the map reveals it to be the battle plans that Hakoden Swiftstrider wants. Numerous arrows that perhaps represent troop movements are drawn on the map, though most seem to be headed toward the south rather than the north where Camp Mohage is. Another section of the map has a picture of what you'd think is a large insect of some kind with various tick marks under it. From the looks of the gnolls, perhaps it represents their losses against the unknown bugs. Oh nice, it's the Silithid. With the battle plans of the gnolls discovered, all that now remains is to bring the plans back to Hakoden Swiftstrider, Camp Mohage. Perhaps he or someone there can further make sense of what the gnolls are up to.
peace, friend.
Welcome back. Were you able to find some tangible evidence as to the plans of the gnolls? Ah, this is exactly what we needed. While I am not so skilled at ciphering what most of the scrawling on this map is, I've seen enough battle plans in my day to understand what is happening to the gnolls. It looks like they are currently fighting a two-front war. One is with us, but it seems their main enemy has been against a foe to their south. There's more at hand here than meets the eye. Perhaps it is time to figure out who this other foe they face really is. We're probably not going to get an upgrade here for anything we need. Ooh, okay. Zukash Infestation. From what scouting we have managed to muster, we believe that the foe south of the gnolls is an insect-like race. Frankly, it is irrelevant whether or not they're sentient. Sentient? Sentient? Whichever you prefer. If they are driving the gnolls to frenzy against us, then they are as big of a threat, if not more, than the gnolls. Drive deep into where these Zukash insects dwell. It is known as the Writhing Deep. Thin their numbers and report back to me what you find. Bring back their carapaces as evidence of your handiwork.
Well met.
And Sting Lasher. In surveying the Writhing Deep, one of our scouts reported seeing a giant insect much larger than the other insects spotted wandering about the twisted terrain. Not only is it larger, it also seems to secrete some sort of aura that the other insects don't. We've given it a name, Sting Lasher. The innards of this beast would be invaluable to study as we figure out the best way to deal with this new threat. Cut out its secretion glands and bring them back. Oh yeah, secretion glands. We know exactly what those are because we took high school biology and we've dissected many silithid. But yeah, sure, we were on it.
Go in peace.
You're lucky we have a skinning knife. Alright, guys, I am going to take a break here. I think I need to put us on a flight path for Orgrimmar to turn in the quest we have there, so I'm going to do that. I'll get the breadcrumb turned in, we'll see if it's going to chain into anything else or not. Okay, Orgrimmar and so yeah, we have two that have to go back to Orgrimmar, so yeah, definitely going to get that taken care of. And yeah, we're going to do another ZF run pretty soon as well, but I'm really enjoying Feralas so far. Pretty soon we're going to be level 49, so we are still making really good progress. I'm really happy about that. We'll do a little bit more here. We'll do the stuff in the northern part of Feralas. And then we're going to be going into Tanarus. So we have some lower level stuff here that we need to get out. Waste Wander Justice is our lowest level, so that's going to go gray pretty soon. Everything out here is good, but yeah, we're going to be bouncing into Tanarus for a little bit. And we'll just kind of go back and forth between the two zones until we are done with them. You know, in level 50s, we can go to a lot of different places. We can go to Ungoro, we can go to the Hinterlands. Lots of stuff we can do. Pretty excited to be getting into this level range, as these are the quests that I've obviously done the least. So yeah, it's a good time. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear from you. As always, thank you all for being here and for all the support on the series. It does mean the world to me. Till next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again really soon. Bye now.